Hey guys, it's me, TGG, and I'm back with another video. Today, guys, we're going to be doing my Pixar tier list. I've been seeing a lot of tier lists lately on YouTube, and so I just thought I'd do my own. So, starting things off, we got haven't seen, worst, bad, meh, good, great, and masterpiece. Now, let's get on with our tier list. Also, quick pointer. Some asshole left out up. Now, I want to start off with saying that up, if it was on here, I would put it on great. So, that's just to clear that thing up. So, some asshole left out up, and that's a very sad film. It's one of my favourites, so I put it on great. So, let's get on with this. So, let's start off with Brave. The reason I put on haven't seen, I've only seen parts of the movie. I haven't seen the movie in fully, and to be honest, it's not a very good Pixar film. It feels like a Disney movie, more than the Pixar film. It's a Disney princess one. It's a Disney princess, which should be a Pixar animation, a Disney animation studio film, not a Pixar film. So, on to worst. Right, on worst we have Cars 2, Monsters University, and The Good Dinosaur. I mean Retarded Dinosaur. So, Cars 2. What can I say about Cars 2 that hasn't been said already? It is an awful Pixar film. The pacing's off. The film's too short. It's not even about Lightning McQueen. It's about Mater, the retarded tow truck. It's not even like it doesn't solely focus on one character. It's always jumping back, like to Mater and then one to McQueen. It just feels like a longed out Mater's Tall Tales. It does not feel like a very good Pixar movie. It's not a very good Pixar movie, and that's the reason why it's on my worst list. I don't like Cars 2, and the characters are awful. The way they represent London and England is terrible as well. The pacing's off. Mater is totally out of character. Lightning McQueen's hardly used, and he's a jerk every single moment he's on screen. Finn McMissile is a typical British spy. He's not really anything special. So that is what I had to say about Cars 2. Monsters University. Awful. So Monsters University is the follow-up to my favourite Pixar movie, Monsters Inc. The reason it's my favourite Pixar movie is because, it makes me cry every single time I watch it. And it's an amazing original movie by itself. It did not need a sequel. Monsters Inc. was fine by itself. And Monsters University is just another one of these really bad prequels that always get made. I don't get it. I hate prequels to series it's just awful. And thank God for Monsters at Work coming soon to Disney Channel, I guess. I'm not sure. So Monsters Inc., Monsters University is a very bad film. Once again, the pacing's off with this one. The plot is really fleshed out and it's choppy. Like, you go from one thing 1 minute, then you skip it a lot, and you go to a totally different other thing. So that's why I don't like Monsters University. Now, for my last pick of worst, we have The Retarded Dinosaur. Now, The Good Dinosaur is a terrible Pixar movie. First of all, it has a drug scene in it. A scene where a dinosaur and a child like do some. It's trippy. They do some there's some crazy drug scenes, and yeah, and the plot is really stupid. I don't get it. I mean it's not when it came out, it was not living up to be the best Pixar movie. I did not like this movie when it came out. When I watched it for the first time, I was like, what is going on? What have they done? It's like, the plot is choppy as well. It goes from one thing 1 minute to another thing the other minute. I just really do not like this movie at all. It's a very bad movie. It's a very bad Pixar movie. And I don't like it. So now, on to my bad tier. We have Finding Dory, Cars 3, and The Incredibles 2. Finding Dory. When I first heard about Finding Dory, I didn't know what to think. Ellen DeGeneres announced it on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Obviously, I was quite happy that they were making a sequel to Finding Nemo. But Dory, really, I mean, it's... I mean, I get it, it has a good plot, but Finding Nemo had something that Finding Dory doesn't. It had a better plot. Finding Dory is where she forgets. Nemo gets lost because he accidentally touches the butt. So, Finding Dory is it's basically it's basically the Walmart crappy version of Finding Nemo. It's quite bad. I like the pacing in this movie. I'll admit, I like a lot of the stuff they did in the movie. Like I like Hank. I like the whale that Dory meets. She's completely forgettable. I don't even know her name. But yeah, it's a very forgettable movie. It's quite a weird one as well. Yeah. Also, I was looking forward to seeing Bruce the Shark in this one. We didn't even get a cameo. And the end credit scene was a bit unneeded, I guess. It showed the dentist fish from the first movie. It was just unneeded. And Gerald was really just unneeded. So, on to my next bad tier film. We have Cars 3. Holy crap. I was really excited for this movie. I remember seeing it in cinemas, in movie theaters. It was an amazing movie. I loved this movie when it came out. It was like my fourth favorite Pixar movie. That's how much I loved it. But now I get older, I just see all the mistakes that they made with this movie. They made a movie about Lightning McQueen, who's just amazing. So even the trailer, right? The trailer was going to make this movie a sad movie. You could tell with the tone of this teaser trailer that this was going to be a sad movie. The tone felt weird. It felt not like something Pixar would make. It felt like more of a Fast and Furious movie, I'll be honest. And the teaser trailer made me cry. Because I thought, oh my goodness, Lightning McQueen's going to die. But that was not the case. And the movie just becomes this endless, weird movie about talking cars that just, so Lightning McQueen's racing, and then he has a crash. And then he has, a break. And then he tries to get back on the road. And then also, in the final bit of the film, Cruz Ramirez goes on the track for him. I prefer the original storyboards. In the original plot, Lightning McQueen was going to race, and eventually beat Jackson Storm. That would have been better than sending Cruz Ramirez on to race other than Lightning McQueen. That was terrible. I used to love this movie. I had all the die casts. I still have all the die casts. I used to love this movie, but now I don't, because, yeah, I remember I got so hyped and I saw everything for it. And then when I saw it, I was like, what had they done? Why? Anyway, that's Cars 3 for you. It's a standard bad Pixar film. It's not very good. Okay, so my next pick is Incredibles 2. Oh boy. Incredibles. A great superhero movie. A great Pixar movie. We waited 14 years for the sequel to this movie. 14 years. What did we get? This movie. Just like Cars 3, this movie was weird. It was about, like, superheroes not being accepted in the world and then becoming all modern and stuff. I don't get it. Why does the world like modern movies? It's not like, it's weird. Like Cars 3, it had a lot of choppy plot details that weren't needed. It was unnecessary. The Underminer scene was like the only good thing to come out of this movie. The Underminer chase scene was amazing. No Syndrome. Not really anything, bad to say about that. No Syndrome. No, like we had, Screenslaver. It looks like a Fortnite skin. It does not look like something out of a Pixar movie. It looks like something out of Fortnite. No. This did not suit this movie. I'm sorry, but Mrs. Incredible, yeah, as the main character, it just complicates things. It complicates a lot of stuff from the original. It's meant to be Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible. It's not meant to be just her. And for that reason, I don't really like The Incredibles 2. Part of me just... When it came out, I was quite excited for this movie. But, no. It did not pay off. Pixar just completely made this one just really bad. Right? So now on to the meh. So my two picks are meh. A Bug's Life and Coco. A Bug's Life was the second Pixar movie in existence. It's a very good Pixar film. I'll give it that. I get the CGI. I rate the CGI. The CGI at the time was very, very good for a good Pixar film. Hopper was really terrifying, and that bird scene creeped me out as a child. The scene when Hopper gets eaten gave me so many nightmares. I did not like this movie. I couldn't watch this movie for ages because the bit when the bird comes down to eat Hopper just scarred me. I was like, what the heck? It's a weird Pixar film. And I don't like it. It's a very forgettable Pixar film. The plot is very forgettable. It's about a bug who goes to search for some heroes, some strong heroes, but he brings back a bunch of circus people. And it's quite a forgettable Pixar film. I said that. If I repeat myself, just please don't. Yeah. It's very... The tone is okay. It's not... Well, yeah. The tone is okay. The story is forgettable. The pacing is not bad. I'll give the pacing some credit. Yeah. On to my next Pixar, we have Coco. Coco is, it's okay. I like Coco. It's, it's quite a unique Pixar film because, it's a very kind of weird story. Day of the Dead. It's not something that really interests me as a person. Mexican festivals. It has a good story. I feel like this is kind of what they're going with for Soul, kind of like dead stuff. Yeah, it's a good Pixar film. I'll give it credit. It made me cry, sort of. But well, I sobbed. I didn't cry like floods of tears. But yeah, it's quite a weird one. I mean, it's a very good movie, like animated movie. But a lot of it feels very similar to the Book of Life. Not all of it. I'm not saying it is literally the Book of Life. But I saw the Book of Life when it came out. And I was like, because like a lot of the elements were used before, like from that, I feel. And I feel just like, like, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with this. I just feel as if like the Book of Life handled the kind of like feel of like death and like departure better than Coco. Slightly. Now that's what I'm gonna say about Coco. It's a good animated film. I'll give it credit. I like it. It's not a bad Pixar film. It's just some of the plot details were taken. On to the good. This is a lot better, okay? Finding Nemo, Cars, Toy Story 3, WALL-E, and Inside Out. Right, let's talk about Finding Nemo. I love this movie. This movie is like a great Pixar film. It's original. It has its own ideas and twists, and it's a very good film. I like it because of the tone, the pacing. I could really like get with the characters more because I understood some of the kind of tones of the film, some of the more moral kind of settings with it. It's a very good Pixar film, and it made me cry at the beginning when well, spoiler alert, you haven't seen this. When at the beginning Marlon's wife dies. Like when I was 4, I watched this movie. I remember I was like, what? In a kids film. I was like, oh my goodness. And then yeah. It's a very good film. I like it. I like the tone. I like all the yeah. It's a great Pixar film. No, stop, please. Right. Right. Cars. Cars is a great Pixar film. It's a very well, it's a very good Pixar film. It's original. It's very original. I feel like they should have just left it there. Not done Cars 2, not done Cars 3. This film doesn't need a sequel. They should have left it. Now, I like Cars. I love, like, the racing side, the old kind of champion kind of feel to it. The tone was really good. I like a lot of the, like, Dinosaur. The fact that was, like, Cars ship, and it was in, like, pretty much, it was in Toy Story. And, like, all of the, like, kind of, like, Easter eggs are really, like, good. I like the ending where the McQueen was the king. I thought that was really heartfelt. I like this. And I like it's, like, the fact that this movie was, like, the first non-dangerous Pixar film. Like, none of the characters really get harmed, apart from the king. Like, the crash. And Doc Hudson, obviously. I love Doc Hudson. He was like his backstory was like kind of really sad, but I like the like fact they touch up on this by making him kind of the mentor for Lightning McQueen. I like the fact they set up. It's very diverse. It's very heart melting. It's a very good dynamic for a Pixar film, and yeah. I like Cars. It's a very good Pixar film. It was like my favorite from from my childhood. I used to watch it. I used to have all the die casts. I still have all the die casts. A lot of them I kept for myself. It's a really good film. A really good Pixar film, sorry. Okay. Next pick is Toy Story 3. Oh man, where can I begin with this one? This is an incredible Pixar film. This movie made me cry a lot, okay? But parts of it feels to me like, go away. Like they were trying too hard to make us cry. Like towards the end when they were all in the incinerator, I remember being like a 6-year-old, sitting in that movie theater in tears because like my heroes were gonna die. I'm like, what? And obviously I've seen that Toy Story 3 prank. It's hilarious. You should go check it out. It's Toy Story 3 prank where these two brothers prank their mum by taking out the end of Toy Story 3 and in the incinerator putting the credits right there. It's hilarious. But yeah, I love this movie. It's a great movie nonetheless. It's a good Pixar film. I like tone. I love the colours in this movie. It's very colourful. Like the daycare setting. It's really colourful and like the colour contrasts are really good. It's a very light-hearted Pixar film. The ending just makes you cry so much. It's really good, and for that, this movie is a good Pixar film. This is a great Pixar film. Moving on to WALL-E. This movie is really good. It's well, what can I say? It's about a robot who legit that ending when he's with Eve and the rest of the robots. It just I remember seeing this and I was like, wow, this movie is really it's a very fun movie. It's a very uplifting movie. I love the ending, the fact that the ship comes down with all the humans inside it, and then they're like, this is planet Earth. Yeah, and then it's a kind of a start from the ground up kind of film. It's a very good film. The first 20 minutes are hilarious. It's just WALL-E just around Earth, mucking around. He finds a light bulb and he finds a bra off of one of the things and he puts it on his eyes. It's a very good film. I like Eve. Eve is a very good character. I like the thing that they did with her. I like the fact that at the end is a very good romantic thing. I like the fact that all the humans came back to Earth. I like that the robots all eventually lived together. I like the fact that now Earth kind of gets better and everything gets better in this movie. It's a very happy ending. The bit that made me cry was when WALL-E got crushed. I know. Although when Otto was kind of like, no, Captain, you can't do this. I was like, what an arsehole. What an arsehole. So I'm glad the Captain literally just goes for Otto and just self-destructs him. I thought it was funny, but I kind of was like, what an arsehole. So yeah, I like WALL-E. It's a great Pixar film. The colours are very good. I like the kind of beige, rogue kind of earth that he's on. Very dusty, very sandy. Very kind of, more kind of destroyed earth. It's very good. Bringing this into Inside Out, I love this. Emotion. It's really good original Pixar material. They don't need to make a sequel to this. If they make a sequel to this, I hope it gets cancelled. I hope DreamWorks come back or something. And they're like, you gotta cancel this. Inside Out is a perfect original Pixar movie. Emotions. It's really good because it's original plot. How clever are Pixar for coming up with these plots. They haven't run out of anything yet. It's really good. The tones, I love the colours inside of her mind. That sounds really weird. I love the colours. I love the contrasts. I love the voices as well. Yeah, I love the plot is very good. So a lot of her memories go missing, and Joy and Sadness have to go and recover them. And they meet Bing Bong, and Bing Bong's death is really sad. I cried at that when I first saw it. Because he's like, Joy, take her to the moon to me. I'm like, no, Bing Bong, no, why? Bing Bong, no. Oh, poor Bing Bong. I'm like, no, Bing Bong, please, don't die. And he dies on us, guys. He dies. I love it Inside Out. It's a very good original Pixar film. I love the tone. I love the colour. The very, I love the plot. It's a very good original plot. And it's just a great Pixar film. Nonetheless, now moving on to my greats. Now, this is my top 6 here. Toy Story, Incredibles, and Ratatouille. Toy Story, an incredible Pixar movie. The movie that started it all. A great turnaround. Like, the first computer animated fully CGI movie. It's a great one. It has a great plot. I love the characters, the colour, the kind of like the range of what can I say? This movie is a great, it's a great movie nonetheless. It's a great movie by itself. It doesn't need to be Pixar. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's original. There's nothing really like it. Nothing like it at all. Toy Story is its own unique thing. It is like the golden child of Pixar. It is the golden child. It has everything going for it. It has a very bright future. I love this franchise. Also, people's channels have been built because of this movie. This is how incredible this movie is. I love this movie. Nonetheless, it's a great movie. Anyway, bringing us on to The Incredibles. A great superhero movie. A great Pixar movie. The plot is really good. It's very intense. I like the modest kind of 50s style that they were going for. I like the kind of the feel. It feels very like 1950s kind of. The first 20 minutes are great. The impact that they punch into this movie with the whole syndrome, being Incrediboy kind of thing, with the whole kind of Kronos thing. It's great. It felt like Hydra from Marvel, but Kronos. But it's a great movie. I'll give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's a great movie. Incredibles is a great superhero movie as well. It dives very deeply into the whole kind of the family matters as well as being a superhero movie. It's not Fantastic Four. It's a great, it's a very good movie. Bringing us on to Ratatouille. This movie makes me hungry. That's all I can say. This movie makes me hungry for a snack. That's what I had to do. Every time I watch this movie, I had to grab a snack quickly before I watch it. It's a good movie. I love the Paris setting. I love the tone of the movie. The kind of that very French kind of esque kind of feel. It's very original. They don't need to make a sequel to this one. It's perfect as it is. Who would ever think, that a movie about a talking rat who goes underneath a sewer, who becomes a chef, would make loads of fans happy to Pixar. It's a very good movie. It's like one of the greatest like French movies ever. I like the animation in it is very good. The animation of the humans has got way better with this one. I like the colour. It's very kind of modest, dark, kind of French like setting. I like it's just a great Pixar film. But it's not my favourite, and it's just a great. I can't really say much about this one, but I like Ratatouille a lot. I like the kind of the just kind of the plot and the detail they put in to this movie. Moving swiftly on to the seventh and final tier. Right, coming in at number 1. This is my favourite movie. No, this is my favourite Pixar movie of all time. Monsters, Inc. Oh, yes. Right. Monsters, Inc. Right. The reason this is my favourite, not because of the memes, not because of the tone or anything, because it's a great movie. It's sad at the end. This makes me bawl my eyes out every time I see it. It makes me want to watch it way, 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 way more. I like the emotion, the time, the care they put into making this movie. Sully's fur. Let me talk about this. Sully's fur looks incredible for the technology they had in 2001. It is some great stuff. Scooby-Doo 2, on the other hand, the dog monster from Scooby-Doo 2, it was meant to have fur, but it looked like crap. Monsters Inc. 2 is everything good with Pixar. It's it's just a great film. It's about a monster and his kind of psychic best friend going to this workplace where it's completely original. This movie did not need a sequel. Why did they make Monsters University? And I don't get it. Pixar needs to stop making sequels. It's like people that just make babies. It's here, have loads of babies. It's not like that. Toy Story is understandable because of the time and effort they put into each Toy Story movie. Monsters Inc., on the other hand, all the other Pixar films are good. But some of them are better at just being left on by themselves. And that should have been what loads of the others do. And I hope Onward does not have a sequel. I hope Coco does not have a sequel. I hope Wall-E does not have a sequel. I want Ratatouille to never have a sequel. Inside Out never have a sequel. Bug's Life never have a sequel. Please, Pixar, listen to the fans. Look, the Retarded Dinosaur can get as many sequels as it wants. We don't care about the Retarded Dinosaur. No one cares about it. Anyway, back to Monsters Inc. I love it. It's a great movie. The colour is amazing. The feel of it is great. It's a good kind of aspect. I love the originality they went into this movie. And Boo is the cutest thing you've ever seen. Apart from Baby Groot. But Boo is really just cute. And I love the fact that they have to hide her because. And then Randall is the most evilest little shit I've ever seen. I hate Randall. Randall is. Oh, I hate Randall. I can't. He's so evil. And yet in Monsters University, he wears freaking glasses. It's hilarious. I can't stand Randall. I hate Randall. Let's just move on. Toy Story 2. Man, do I love this movie. As a movie by itself. It doesn't have to be Pixar. I just love it. The tone's very good. The sadness with Jessie. I love it. It's a very good kind of, I like the sadness of the film. It's a very good film put together. I like the Woody and Buzz kind of friendship. The fact that they fall out. And Woody can't really make his mind up. He doesn't know what to do. Does he stick with them or go back to Andy? It's a very good kind of plot, what they do at the end of it. With the with Woody understanding that his kid needs him. His kid needs him for the future. And there's nothing he can do about it. He needs to be there for his kid. And later on in Toy Story 3, it's, wow, like, it changes, but it's a very good change. And that's why I love Toy Story 2. It's a very needy film, and plus, it is like the greatest Pixar sequel, I think. In my opinion, it is the best Pixar sequel. Moving swiftly on to the latest installment in the Pixar franchise. Pixar movie list. Toy Story 4. The fourth and final installment in the Toy Story franchise. You thought it was done at 3, but Disney wants to make some more money. So they made Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. What can I say about this movie? You thought 3 was emotional. Get ready for this one, man. This movie tugs your heartstrings. Like, they do everything with this movie that you expect. It's a very... Oh, I love it. I'm going to say I love the tone of this movie. The pacing's amazing. The time and effort they took in with the animation. The animation looks incredible. From, like, what they've come from since 1995 to this year. It's incredible. Toy Story 4 is in theaters right now. I recommend whoever you are, you go and see this movie. You don't even have to see the first 3, because there is a constant reminder at the beginning of what happens in the first 3. It's a great movie nonetheless. It's not my favourite Toy Story movie. That's only because Toy Story 2 has kind of been there since my childhood. And it is kind of the more better kind of version. In my rankings of Toy Story movies, it comes at number 2. Only because Toy Story 2 has been there since childhood. And I just remember crying over Toy Story 2. A little bit more than Toy Story 4. Anyway, Toy Story 4 is an amazing movie. Nonetheless, it's a very sad movie. It's really funny. Heck, it's so funny. And, you thought 3 was over. They really did this well, and they really did, the continuation of the Toy Story franchise really well. And now you see it. And now you think, yeah, we do need a 4th movie. It was really good. To get you back in the swing of things. It's a great film, nonetheless. You should go see it. And also, it's the final outing with these characters. It's our final thing ever with these characters. There's going to be no Toy Story 5. This is it. Toy Story 4 is the final installment. And it paid off. This is a great movie. Now that is my ranking, my tier list of every Pixar movie. Except from Up. But Up is still on my great list. If you did enjoy the video, guys, please smash the like button. And also don't forget to subscribe, as I will be making more and more videos like this a lot. I love you guys so much. I will see you as soon as possible. Uploading schedule is becoming a lot better. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you all. Goodbye.